emotions like that, afterwards, it only left me feeling empty. Like, it left me feeling horrible. It did not make me feel any better. The problem was not resolved. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, girl, why are you so upset? You know, I think maybe it was things that I dealt with when I was growing up that made me act out, that made me release my anger in the way that I did, that I used to. I would act out and get all rowdy and stuff like that because I didn't truly know how to communicate my feelings in a respectful, vulnerable way. You know, that I had to really sit down and learn how to communicate my feelings without using cuss words, without yelling, without screaming. Once I gained self-control over how I communicated my feelings, even when I was angry or, you know, sad or whatever the case may be, that changed my whole life. Sometimes when like something will happen and I can't communicate it about it immediately because it's like, if I do talk about it right now in this moment, then I'm gonna be mad. Sometimes I gotta give things a couple hours. Sometimes I gotta give things a couple days. Sometimes I gotta give things a couple weeks. But see, that's me being mindful and understanding how I operate. You know, what's best for me in terms of communicating my feelings. You know, and that's something that literally, to this moment right now, something that I am working on every single day. It is tough. You know, this world can be so cruel and it can make you just want to act out and it make you really want to go there. But we can't. Feel me? Like, you got children, you got other people looking up to you. We can't be out here acting crazy. Some people throw their whole lives away because they make it impulsive decisions, end up dead in jail for the rest of their life because they simply did not take a second to think before they made a decision. No self-control. Now, when I am stressed, it's so hard for me to maintain self-control. It really is. Like, when I get stressed out, I like to eat a bunch of sweets. I like to eat fast food, cookies, cakes. For some reason, like, I'm just like an impulsive eater. It just makes me feel good. Like, eating those things satisfies me. It even helped me sleep better. Ain't that crazy? And it's just insane. And because I'm practicing being mindful, I understand that when I'm stressed out, I like to eat a bunch of foods that are not good for me. See, when I eat a bunch of sugar and candy and cakes and stuff like that, it breaks my face out really, really, really bad. And I've talked about this a lot in my Get Ready With Me videos, you know, and different interviews on how long it took for me to work on getting my skin to where it is today, you know. And sometimes when I would get stressed and go back to eating all that unhealthy foods, I would just revert right back. Acne, hormonal acne, cystic acne all over my skin because my face breaks out really bad from sugar. But because I'm mindful and I understand that when I'm stressed out, I tend to like to eat unhealthy foods, I stopped buying snacks. I don't even have them available in my house. Like, the way we grocery shop now, literally, we only have like fruits, vegetables, whole foods in our kitchen. Before, man, a couple years ago, we kept donuts, cookies, juices. Like, growing up, when my kids was growing up, cereals, Nutri-Grain bars, Twinkies, oatmeal cream pies, all types of stuff in the kitchen. And now I literally have nothing. So even when I'm stressed out and I get up to go grab some off the cabinet, it's not there for me to grab. I also have deleted Uber Eats off my phone, DoorDash off my phone, so I can't even pick up my phone and order something. You know, that's just me being mindful. That's self-control. You know what I'm saying? Self-control. Like, we have to set our lives up in a way to control our actions. You feel me? If that means I gotta go grocery shopping and not buy no snacks and can't keep no snacks in my kitchen because I know that if it's there, I'm gonna go eat it, then I don't buy it. That's self-control. You feel me? I got to delete the apps off my phone so I don't wake up in the middle of the night ordering Taco Bell. That's self-control. That's being mindful and understanding how to control your actions. Discipline when it comes to self-control is so important. Discipline. Being disciplined, y'all. Creating habits for yourself and being disciplined within your habits. That is self-control, honey. Waking up every day and doing the same routine every day. Just doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. That type of self-control, that discipline, honey, now that right there is life-changing. That's what changes lives. That's what separates the greats from just your average folks. That discipline, that's having enough self-control to be disciplined, to stick to a routine, to be consistent. Eventually, when you do the same thing so many times over and over and over again, it's muscle memory. You don't even have to think about it. It's kind of like when you driving home. Like, how many times have you drove home? You don't got to turn on the navigation. It's like you automatically just know how to get there. You could probably drive home with your eyes closed because you done did it so many times. You know what I'm saying? Like, having the self-control to be disciplined and stick to whatever it is that you need to do for the growth and development of yourself. So, like, when it comes to being disciplined, knowing your reason, knowing your why, knowing your purpose truly helps. So, like, for me, it was like, I need to be disciplined to not eat unhealthy food, because when I eat unhealthy, my skin breaks out, it looks horrible, it messes with my self-confidence, and I hate it. That's why. That's why I need to be disciplined in eating healthy, right? My purpose is to live a healthy lifestyle, right? Because at the end of the day, none of this stuff is good for me anyway. Processed sugars, all these cookies, cakes, candies, it's not good for me. Not only is it messing up my skin, but it's not good for my energy. It's not good for my health overall. I want to live a long, healthy life. You know, I have kids. I want to be able to see my grandkids. Like, I still have things that I want to accomplish for myself. Like, I want to go on world tours. I want to be able to make more music videos. I want to be able to, you know, there's things I still want to do for myself. That's my purpose, you know. So I need to be disciplined in eating healthy so I can be able to live out my purpose. You feel me? So when it comes to discipline, knowing your why, your reason, and your purpose will help drive you to create the discipline, the everyday discipline that we need to accomplish those goals and to live and walk within our purpose. You have to set your life up to make it easy for you to stay disciplined. Sometimes, I mean, you can't hang around certain people. That means you can't go certain places because you don't want to be triggered. You know, you don't want to be tempted. You don't want to even have the temptation. You know, if your goal is to not drink any alcohol, then you can't hang out with that friend who's trying to turn up and pop bottles in a club every weekend. You feel me? Like, you got to chill on her. You got to go hang with your friends who like to grab coffee in the afternoon instead. That's discipline. You have to make it easy for you to stay disciplined. You know, for me, I find, like, when I'm really, like, focused on accomplishing something, honestly, I cut everything and everybody off. I cut all distractions off. I don't want no distractions. Why would you even set yourself up? Period. The power of delayed gratification. It's not easy to work on something every single day, every single day, every single day. It's like, we want it right now. We want the success right now. We want the dream right now. We want the big house right now, today. We don't want to wait for it. We don't want to work for it. But that's not reality. It's just not. That's not reality. Anything worth having, you have to work for it. Success does not happen overnight. It's just the truth. You know, you wouldn't even want success to happen overnight, because are you gonna appreciate it? When you work and you put in that work for something, that grind, you know, you sacrifice your blood, sweat, tears, sleep, time with your friends, your money. and then the reward comes, you truly appreciate it. You nurture it in a way like no other because you know the work that you put in for it. I always think it's interesting when people look at me and they be like, LaBritney, you so talented. You've done this, you've done that. You should be way bigger than you are. You should be way bigger. It's like, stop trying to rush my process, okay? Because first off, y'all have no idea how far I have come. Now, mind you, yes, I still have so much further to go and so much further to grow, thank God. But don't rush my process. It's all in God's timing, and I trust his timing. So I will never try to rush my process, and I definitely won't let nobody else rush my process. And people don't realize when they say stuff like that to you, I know it's not coming from a bad place when they say it, but sometimes it can make you it can make you feel like, dang, am I not good enough? Is that why I'm not bigger than what I am? So every day I wake up and I put in the work. I wake up to be the best person I could be. As long as I know that I'm doing the best that I can, then I am satisfied. I know my growth. I know how far I have come, and I know how far I don't even think I know how far I'm gonna go, but I have a good idea of how far I want to go and where I want to go. So having that self-control to be disciplined, to still wake up every day, do my makeup, do my hair, go to the studio, work out, come home, take care of my kids, shoot cooking videos, post the content, invest every single day, because I know that all of this work that I'm putting in, it's adding up to the bigger goal. I mean, this is the goal. Like, we gotta stop living life thinking that there's just this one big payoff. No, it don't work like that. I know so many extremely successful people, y'all, that on paper, super qualified, Grammy award winning, multi-millions of dollars, done did everything, traveled the whole world, and guess what? They still not satisfied. They still want more. They still waking up every day going hard because they have another goal that they want to accomplish. So it's just like, when you want to be great, just understand that this is an everyday thing. You just have to wake up and be great every day. You being great every day. You living in the dream every day. Every single day, everything that we're doing is all a part of the dream. It's all a part of the plan. So we have to enjoy every single moment of it. Stop trying to rush it. The good and the bad. We got to embrace the bad with the good with the bad. But just having that discipline to continue, having that discipline to fight temptation, to continue going every single day, because you know your purpose, you know your reason, you know your why. Self-control. When you are working on your self-control, setting boundaries for yourself is very important. Who you allow within your space, who you are giving your time and your energy to, and sticking to those boundaries. Our self-control is something that we will continue to work on every single day. Like, I like to meditate. I like to journal. I like to just lay in the sun sometimes. It just helps me like, if I'm like in a frenzy or I got anxiety, like sometimes, I have a lot on my mind, I have a lot of responsibilities, so sometimes I just can get in my head a lot, and when I start feeling like that, sometimes I just go outside and walk. I just go for a walk just to clear my mind and gain self-control, gain control of my thoughts, to center myself. Controlling self is all about knowing how to center yourself, knowing how to contain your thoughts, alignment within self, taking a moment to breathe. approaching situations and any problem or task at hand with a clear mind, with true understanding, and with good intentions. Control of thyself is having a true understanding of who you are, what you want out of this life, right? And when you truly know what you want, when you truly know who you are and who you want to be, you will make sure that every decision that you make reflects that. That's having self-control. You know, see, a lot of times we talk about what we want, we talk about who we want to be, but our actions don't match that. We have to practice self-control when it comes to so many aspects of our life. When it comes to just our self-care, when it comes to our personal goals, when it comes to our relationships. Self-control. Self-control just within relationships, just within an intimate relationship. That's a whole conversation within itself, right? When you are in a relationship and you make a commitment to your partner and y'all have expectations of each other, it's self-control that's going to allow you to stay committed. When people be like, everybody cheat, no, everybody don't. There are people in this world that practice self-control. Now, that doesn't mean that people won't be tempted. There will always be temptation. But if you are truly in control of yourself, your decisions, and you are disciplined, then no, you won't cheat. You won't fall into temptation. Everybody is not weak. There are people who know how to control themselves. I truly believe there are. There are people who are disciplined. There are people who are mindful and are committed to the promises that they have made to their partner. I believe with self-control, you can do anything. Anything is possible when you have self-control. Everything. When you are in control of yourself, it makes your life so much easier. So much easier. It makes dealing with people easier. It makes doing business easier because you are in control of yourself. When you learn self-control, that's when you realize the only person in this world or thing in this world that you can control is yourself. See, I think we be too busy out here trying to control everybody else. He need to do that. She need to do that. He don't be doing this. He don't be doing that. Da-da-da-da-da. Why are we so worried about everybody else? Worry about yourself. Control yourself. Control your actions. Control your thoughts. Get control over yourself. See, because once you have control over yourself, how you deal with everybody else is going to change. When you truly have control over yourself and you are disciplined and you are mindful, you're not even going to allow people who operate in certain ways around you in your space. You're not even going to give your energy to a certain type of person. You know what I mean? Ladies, when you out here dating these men, self-control. Don't be giving them no pussy on the first date. Flat out. Self-control. Know what you want out of the relationship. Know what your goals are. And stick to those. Control your temptations. I don't care how much money he spent. I don't care how good it feels. Self-control. When you have control of yourself, your value skyrockets. Skyrockets. That's high value. Self-control is high value. So just know, to truly get what you want to get out of your life, we need to be in control of ourselves, of our emotions, our actions, our decisions. We need to be present We need to be aware. We need to be mindful. We need to know our reason, our why, and walk within our purpose. And it all starts and ends with self-control. All right, y'all.
As a retired CCO, certified crash out, take it from me. You don't want to crash out. You got to learn how to regulate those emotions. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Lealations. So I'm really excited for today's episode because this is a topic that I kind of mention and touch on in pretty much all of my Lealations episodes, but today we're going to be going more in depth. And today we are talking about how your feelings are holding you back in life. Today's topic is all about your emotions, emotional control, how to have a positive mindset, and we're going to be getting into the fear of failure or the fear of being perceived. So let's jump into today's video. Don't forget, you guys, that you can book a one-on-one call with me and we could discuss your specific situation. I get a lot of questions and a lot of topic suggestions, but some of the topic suggestions you guys give me are very niche. And I feel like you need one-on-one advice. So if you want to speak with me personally, you can book a call with me. The link is in my bio down below. And I'm only going to be doing one-on-one calls for a very limited amount of time. Like, I actually think I'm going to stop at the end of this month. So go ahead and book while you can because I'm not going to be doing that much longer. I love speaking with you guys. I absolutely do. But I'm going to be working on something else that I can't give too much tea on just yet. But just know one-on-one calls are going away. So if that's something that you were thinking about, go ahead and book now because she's going bye-bye soon. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on that notification bell so that way you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. I have the bob back. You know, in the last video, I had my clip-ins in for my hair company. I had a lot of questions on that hair. That was a 24-inch natural wave set from my hair company, Clip ILA, which is also going to be linked in the description. But I have my bob back, so we need business. Like, every time I have my bob, I just feel like I could take over the world. I can run the country. Very Michelle Obama-like vibes. So I am going to be giving you the real in this episode today. We're going to be very real and very raw with each other. Now, emotional control is very crucial for your personal growth and your personal development. Why is it crucial? Because you cannot reach your goals and become the girl or the woman that you dream of becoming if you don't know how to control and how to regulate your emotions. If you don't have a hold on your emotions, then you could literally cheat yourself out of so many opportunities, out of so many blessings, out of so many beautiful relationships and friendships and business relationships that you could have, all because you don't know how to keep your emotions in check. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Inside Out or Inside Out 2. But if you've seen Inside Out 2 specifically, because I don't even remember Inside Out 1, but in Inside Out 2 specifically, I think the character's name is Riley, I think. But whenever Riley, her anxiety was just like going off the charts and ruining everything that she had worked for. That is what happens when you don't know how to regulate your emotions and keep your emotions in check. Anxiety is an emotion. Fear is an emotion. Self-doubt is not an emotion, but it's kind of a symptom of fear, pretty much. Happiness is an emotion. Joy is an emotion. Sadness, you know, all of the typical things. I feel like anxiety and fear are the main two that young girls and young women struggle with today, especially in the digital age and especially in the type of world that we live in right now, a world that's very uncertain. You know, every time you turn on the news or look on Twitter or look on your phone, it's another natural disaster happening. Side note, praying for people in Florida. It's another natural disaster happening. It's another something with the politicians, like somebody done died, somebody's getting arrested for trafficking or doing something absolutely insane. Like, we live in a crazy time. We're literally in the roaring 20s. Like, literally, we're in the most chaotic time ever. So, of course, You have to give yourself grace because obviously we're going through a rough patch. Like, as a human collective, we're going through a really rough patch, and it's gonna probably get even worse before it gets better. So buckle up, buttercup, okay? But it's okay because I'm gonna be telling you how to control your emotions and how to regulate your emotions, and we're gonna be discussing everything that has to do with that. It's crucial for you to learn how to control your emotions, okay? You don't want to pop off at the wrong moment. You don't want to crash out. Okay, as a retired CCO, certified crash out, take it from me. You don't want to crash out. You got to learn how to regulate those emotions. You got to learn how to move strategically. You got to learn how to be mind over matter. You have the power to rise above all of that. You really, really, really do. And that is you basically tapping into your higher power of reasoning, of using your brain to be able to be strategic and things like that. So first things first, with emotional control, I went ahead and looked up the exact Wikipedia definition so we can know exactly what we're talking about. Emotional control is also known as emotional regulation, and it is the ability to manage and control your emotions in a way that allows you to respond appropriately and safely to situations. It involves identifying and regulating both positive and negative emotions and can help you achieve your goals, complete tasks, and direct your behavior. It's important to have emotional control because it'll help you deal with difficult situations. It'll also help you come to reasonable solutions because, you know, when your emotions are all over the place, you can't make a really good decision, okay? You already know. Like, think about when you finna crash out. You just be thinking about doing the craziest, wildest shit ever just to do it. Like, you can't make really reasonable decisions when you're very high in your emotions. You have to, like, take a step back, become a little cool, calm, and collected, and then move from that place. It also is important because it helps you strengthen your sense of self-esteem, and it'll help you fit in well in social environments, and it really intertwines with having social skills and people skills. You know what? This is a good example. You know, you out to eat and it's like you with that one person that quickly catches the attitude with the waiter for making a simple mistake. Why are you angry? Like, they're human. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Let's have a little bit of human decency. Let's have some humanity. Like, it's okay to, you know, it's okay to not pop off about every little thing. Everybody's not trying to attack you. Everybody's not trying to belittle you. Everybody's not trying to make you look stupid, okay? So if somebody does something that makes you feel like that, you have to really assess the situation before you react in the wrong way because you're letting your emotions cloud your head. Unchecked emotions can create roadblocks for you. When you have unchecked fear, when you have unchecked anger, when you have unchecked self-doubt, this will hold you back from becoming the person that you want to become. This will hold you back from completing your goals. Like I said in the last episode, listen, because I'm finna get passionate. Let's take the starting a business thing for an example. You want to start your business, and let's say you get as far as creating the website. You creating a website, and then as you're creating the website, your self-doubt kicks in, and you're like, oh, this is so ugly. I'm so bad at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody's gonna hate this. Nobody's gonna buy from me. I should just stick to da-da-da-da-da. Like, this is never gonna work out for me. Or let's say you want to start a business, and you're like, I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough traction. I need this, and this first before I can do this. Like, all of these things, you're putting all of these roadblocks in your way. You're putting all of these limitations on yourself. You're letting your self-doubt overshadow your self-belief. Or even if you do have the business, let's say you did everything. This is even sadder. You got the products, you got the packaging, you got the website. You done did everything. You got the Instagram, everything. And you start posting, you maybe make 1 to 2, 3 posts or whatever. They get a few likes, obviously, because it's a new business. Like, you got to get people to care. So you get a few likes, and then you let them few likes, you feel like you should have got 100 by now, and you got 2. You let that stop you from keep going. A business is like a baby. It's a newborn. It hasn't even opened its eyes yet. Can you let it open its eyes and goo goo gaga first before you start demeaning the baby and throw it away in the trash? Y'all don't